Welcome back to the deep dive. You know, we all grew up with those stories, right? The ones that felt
Well,
simple, but they just stick with you.
definitely. They get lodged in your mind somehow.
Yeah, and they kind of subtly shape how you see things. And then years later, you revisit them and suddenly, bam, there are all these layers you totally missed as a kid.
Uh-huh. New meanings emerge.
Exactly. So today, we're doing a deep dive into one of those narratives, the tortoise and the hare.
Ah, a classic.
It really is. And look, we're not just here to, retell the story those people know by heart.
Right.
Our mission is more about dissecting why this ancient fable still hits so hard today. We want to unpack that enduring moral,
Mm-hmm.
explore those traits that actually lead to winning, especially, in a world that's often obsessed with speed and flashiness.
That instant result.
Yeah. So get ready to maybe rediscover a classic with fresh eyes because honestly, its lessons feel more relevant than ever.
I think you're right.
Okay, so let's set the scene. But not like a full recap blow by blow. Let's jump right into the tension. We remember the setting, right? That sunny clearing in the forest.
Yep, where all the animals live.
And right at the center, the hare.
Uh-huh.
A creature basically famous for one thing, speed.
Oh, absolutely. The source material paints him as having just incredible velocity, able to run like the wind, a real gift.
Oh, yeah.
But he wasn't exactly humble about it. The text says he loved to boast. You can almost hear him shouting, "Look at me! No one will ever run as fast as I can."
Classic talent mixed with, well, a big ego.
A very big ego.
And that arrogance, predictably, it kind of sets the whole thing in motion.
Yeah.
He spots the tortoise doing her thing.
Just slowly moving, as the story puts it. Very characteristic.
And the hare just can't help himself. He laughs, right? That mocking laughter and then the taunt. With those tiny steps, you will never get anywhere. Imagine trying to beat me in a race.
Oof. It's that moment, isn't it? Raw talent looking down on, well, on perceived weakness. Pure disdain.
But what's really interesting, and maybe the first surprise, is the tortoise's reaction.
Right. Despite the hare being faster, despite the public mockery, she stays calm and steady.
Doesn't rise to the bait.
Not at all. The source says she just lifted her head and answered with a smile. "Shall we bet? Let's have a race. We'll see who reaches the finish line first."
Wow. That's not just accepting a challenge. It's like quiet confidence. Almost serene in the face of it all.
It really is a statement.
And just like that, boom, challenge accepted. The whole forest starts buzzing.
You can imagine the excitement. Everyone knew this was going to be something special.
Speed versus steadiness, arrogance versus, well, quiet resolve. The starting line becomes this focal point for everyone. We hear about the squirrel climbing up for a better view, birds chirping.
Even the old owl opens an eye. Don't want to miss this.
Okay, let's unpack this. Here's where it gets really interesting. The race starts.
And the beginning, it goes exactly how you'd expect.
Totally. Signal goes, and the hare is just gone. Like an arrow, the text says.
Absolutely shot forward. Astonishing speed. A blur, leaving dust behind, vanishing into the distance.
In just a few moments, he's miles ahead. Figuratively, anyway.
Far, far ahead. And then you have the tortoise.
The complete opposite.
The starkest contrast possible. No sprint, no burst of energy. The source says she kept moving slowly, step by step, without ever stopping.
Step by step, without stopping. That's key, isn't it?
It's immediate consistency, right from the start, even when it looks like she's completely outmatched.
Okay, so the hare looks back, sees nothing,
Can't even see her, he's so far ahead.
and he laughs again. Thinks, the tortoise is so far behind, I have all the time in the world.
Uh-oh. Famous last words, right?
Exactly.
Mhm.
This right here, this thought.
Yep.
It's not just arrogance anymore. It's a massive strategic blunder. A fatal miscalculation.
Absolutely. That's the moment complacency takes over. He's so sure he's won already, so dismissive.
That he decides.
He decides to lay down under a shady tree and quickly fell into a deep sleep.
Hits the snooze button on the race. Convinced his lead is just too big to lose.
He effectively checked out, believing the job was done.
Meanwhile, the tortoise. While the hare is napping, she's doing something far more powerful, isn't she?
She is. She continued her steady pace. The text emphasizes this. She did not run. She did not look back. And crucially, she never lost courage.
She never lost courage, even when she must have known how far ahead he was.
Right. Every single step, though slow, was firm, purposeful, bringing her
Right.
closer and closer to that finish line. It's almost, meditative, like you said, total
It's
focus.
the power of just keeping going.
Unwavering, consistent effort. And that leads to the quietest plot twist ever.
He just walks past him.
She passed quietly by the sleeping Hare and kept going straight ahead. No fanfare, no gloating, just continued her journey.
Such a powerful image. The speedy one, asleep, oblivious. The slow one, just steadily moving forward.
While he dreamt of victory, she was actually achieving it.
So the Hare eventually wakes up. Panning station.
Oh, yeah. Wakes up, maybe stretches, looks around, realizes with horror she's not behind him anymore. Where is she?
He jumps up, runs as fast as he can, leaping over bushes, stones, frantically trying to catch up.
Desperate, pouring on that speed he should have used consistently.
Oh, it's too late.
Way too late. The tortoise, in her quiet, steady way, had already crossed the finish line.
The crowd goes wild.
The animals burst into applause. They saw the whole thing unfold.
And the tortoise.
She smiled proudly, still calm, still steady, but proud, as she should be.
And the Hare.
Completely embarrassed, utterly deflated, he lowered his ears.
So,
A victory not just for her, but for a whole different approach.
right, it transcended mere speed. Okay, so the tortoise wins. Obvious outcome now, but let's dig deeper. Like we said, this isn't just a kid's story.
No, not at all.
It's a demonstration of strategic living, almost.
Hmm.
What were those key takeaways? What did everyone, the animals, and us really learn that day?
I think the core lesson stated in the source is that victory does not always belong to the fastest or the strongest,
Okay.
but to those who are constant, patient, and never give up.
Constant, patient, and never give up. Okay, that's not just a nice moral, is it? You're saying it's a strategy.
Exactly. It distills success into these three really powerful, actionable traits.
Okay, let's break that down then. Constant. What does being constant really mean here? It's more than just not stopping, right?
Oh, much more. Being constant, like the tortoise, is about leveraging the compounding effect. Small actions done consistently over and over.
Like compound interest, but for effort.
Precisely. Her power wasn't in one big burst. It was in the relentless, steady accumulation of those small steps. Remember, every step was slow but firm.
Slow but firm. Yeah.
It's the opposite of our quick fix culture, isn't it? It's why consistency is king in everything from investing to learning a skill. It builds this quiet momentum that raw talent often just can't beat if it's not applied steadily.
That makes a lot of sense. Building momentum. Okay, what about patient? The Hare's mocking her. He's way ahead. How is patience an act of strength here? Not just waiting.
Well, her patience wasn't passive waiting at all. It was an active mental discipline. Think about it. She wasn't just putting up with the mockery or the huge lead. She was, like, impervious to it.
Impervious?
Yeah, that resilience, that focus on her own race, her own pace, despite all the external noise saying, you're too slow, give up. That's active patience. It's trusting your process, respecting your journey, and not getting derailed by what others are doing or how fast they seem to be moving.
It's like a mental shield, letting you stay focused on your own lane, your own progress.
Yeah.
And then the big one, never give up. Sounds simple, maybe even a bit cliche.
It can sound that way.
But how do we differentiate the tortoise's never give up from just, stubbornness, like banking your head against a wall? Is persistence always good?
That's a really important distinction. Never give up implies determination, yes, but it's determination fueled by awareness and strategy. The tortoise kept going even when the Hare was out of sight. Why? Because she had a simple, clear strategy, one step at a time towards the finish line. She wasn't blindly hoping. She was executing her plan. Okay.
Now, contrast that with the Hare. Did he consciously decide to give up? No. But his actions, the nap, driven by overconfidence, were a form of giving up. He gave up his lead, his advantage, his focus.
He effectively quit through complacency.
Exactly. The tortoise's persistence wasn't blind. It was strategic. She knew her pace, knew her goal, and knew the only way to get there was to keep moving, no matter what.
Right. The Hare thought talent was enough. Just coast on talent. Big mistake.
Huge mistake, a classic trap.
So we've talked about the tortoise's winning traits. Let's flip it. What about the Hare's flaws? What specific things led to his downfall, even with that amazing natural speed?
Well, the Hare's downfall is a textbook case, really. A cocktail of errors we can all recognize. First, the boasting, sheer arrogance, hubris.
Limiting him.
Totally. Then the overconfidence, believing his talent alone made him unbeatable, which led directly to underestimating his opponent. Massively.
Yeah, dismissing the tortoise completely. And that thought, I have all the time in the world, that just perfectly sums up the danger of assuming victory before the finish line is actually crossed.
To thinking it's in the bag already.
Exactly. We see it all the time, don't we? Someone with raw talent thinks they can just cruise, they get complacent, maybe stop learning, stop pushing.
Yeah, experts' complacency.
Right. And their skills might even fade, or they just get overtaken by someone less talented, but way more disciplined and persistent. The lesson is crystal clear. Talent without discipline, without humility, without sustained effort. It can be easily wasted. It can lose to sheer perseverance.
A powerful warning, for sure. Okay, so connecting this to the bigger picture, why does this ancient story still resonate? Why does it matter today when we're, say, learning a new language or trying to build a business or just chasing any long-term goal?
Because it's fundamentally about strategy for overcoming challenges, and those challenges haven't changed. The fastest or strongest today might not be physical speed. It could be the company with more funding, the person with more connections, the student who just gets it naturally.
The initial advantages.
Precisely. Those with the apparent head start. But the tortoise's win is this timeless testament to the power of a mindset that values consistency, patience, resilience, more than just raw, unapplied potential.
So it's about the how, not just the what.
Exactly. It teaches us that slow, steady, deliberate effort often wins out over those flashy starts that fizzle out. It's the bedrock of achieving anything truly significant in the long run.
Yeah. It really is a profound lesson, isn't it? Not just about a race, but about strategy, about resilience, about what success really means. It reminds you that sometimes the biggest victories aren't won by the flashiest competitor, but by the one who just keeps showing up, step by steady step, consistency over those quick bursts.
That's the heart of it.
And so, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the tortoise and the hare. We've seen how being constant, patient, and never giving up can flip the script, how it can overcome what look like unbeatable advantages.
A timeless lesson.
Absolutely. Now, the story tells us who won that race. But it leaves you wondering, doesn't it? What about the next race?
Did the hare learn anything?
Right. Does he truly learn his lesson? Or is humility, a harder thing to learn than just running fast?
That's a tough one. Arrogance can be stubborn.
It can. And maybe more importantly for you listening, what could you achieve if you consciously adopted that tortoise mindset, constant, patient, never give up in just one area of your life, starting today?
What race could you win?
Exactly. Something to ponder.